In this video, we're looking at the must-have and nice-to-have accessories for the excellent value Mossberg Patriot rifles. In our last video with this gun, we took a deep dive first look and took it out to the range. I've had this firearm for about 6 months now, and I've found it to be an excellent value for a hunting rifle, a good entry-level precision or long-range shooting rifle, and just quite possibly a solid base to turn into a very nice long-range hunting or target rifle. If you haven't seen the complete video on the Mossberg Patriot Predator and 6.5 PRC, please do so, and you can find it linked above. There is, however, a downside, and that is aftermarket support for this rifle is limited. Limited, however, does not mean non-existent. In this video, we're looking at 5 available upgrades and accessories and what I did with this firearm. Number 1. An upgraded stock by Boyd's Gun Stocks. The Mossberg Patriot packs a value punch. They come with some awesome features, and a number of models come with an awesome walnut stock. The other models, however, come with a polymer stock which is lightweight, and while it's good enough for hunting, it's not ideal for precision or reducing recoil. One solution is this stock by Boyd's Gun Stocks. Boyd's is one of the largest stock manufacturers in the United States and can inlet a stock for almost any platform. One of those is the Mossberg Patriot. This is the new Boyd's At-One stock, which combines the modularity and adjustability of a metal chassis with the warmth and feel of wood. Since this gun is chambered in 6.5 PRC, it uses the Mossberg Patriot short action. And if you are shopping for a 6.5 PRC caliber, do note that in this caliber, because it's longer than 6.5 Creedmoor and 308, for some platforms it's in the long actions, while in others it may be the short or standard actions. I have this At-One stock in this gorgeous sky blue finish. It's made of laminate wood, which is going to add rigidity and has a number of nice features, including an adjustable length of pull and a cheek riser, something that was desperately needed on the basic polymer stock. Furthermore, Boyd's offers interchangeable grip panels that can make this more upright and better for precision shooting versus the stock ones, along with a wider forend conducive for a bipod or front bag versus the stock one that it comes with. Now, one of the only downsides of wood stocks is that in order to extract the most precision, you need to make sure that the action and the bottom metal have a good fit, and wood is more pliable than metal. As such, it's a good idea to bed the stock, meaning add in material to make sure that you have a flawless fit between the stock and the action. For this, I typically use Brownell's Acroglass, and you can find a link for it in the description below. On this gun, because of our next upgrade, we didn't actually have to do it due to the design of it. Number 2, AICS compatible bottom metal. The Mossberg Patriot uses a detachable box magazine. However, those magazines are polymer and they are proprietary. Now, they're going to be just fine for hunting. However, you are limited to 4 rounds. In 6.5 PRC, you can get magazines up to 8 rounds of 6.5 PRC or 10 rounds for a caliber such as 6.5 Creedmoor or 308. Furthermore, metal magazines are generally going to be more durable, and if you have more than one rifle in this caliber, you can use one magazine for multiple rifles, such as what I do with my numerous 6.5 PRC rifles. The awesome part is Boyd's makes AICS compatible bottom metal for short action calibers, including this 6.5 PRC. If you're upgrading your stock and you plan on doing mostly target shooting, I highly recommend using AICS magazines. Do note, this is the same bottom metal for both 6.5 Creedmoor and 6.5 PRC. Despite 6.5 PRC being a larger caliber, the difference is within the magazines, where the 6.5 Creedmoor and 308 AIC magazines will have a spacer here on the front, whereas the 6.5 PRC magazine will not have that spacer. Number 3, an upgraded trigger from JARD. As you know, the Mossberg Patriot is a pretty good value and features a pretty nice trigger for the price point. The Patriot LBA trigger is adjustable and mine came in at 3 pounds. The problem is this trigger, like many of the competitors, is made for the warning label generation and why we have this trigger blade safety. While I still feel a trigger blade safety is a good idea for hunting, for target shooting you can certainly do better. One such option is from JARD and is this trigger. JARD offers triggers for numerous platforms and I'm quite excited that they are one of 2 companies that I found to produce triggers for the Patriot platform. The cool part is this trigger for the Patriot is also compatible with other Mossberg rifles, including the MVP and the 4x4 platforms. Now you might remember the MVP, the last one we did was the MVP Precision in 224 Valkyrie. The JARD trigger is a drop-in design and it's adjustable from as little as 6 ounces all the way up to 20 ounces. This means is that this trigger is ideally suited for target shooting, and hunters, and in particular hunters with less experience, should definitely think twice about that. Now, the JARD trigger replaces the bladed trigger with a traditional trigger blade and offers both a smooth pull and a very crisp trigger break. Number 4, a muzzle brake from Patriot Valley Arms. Many of the Mossberg Patriot firearms come ready to go with a fretted barrel, ready for you to put on a muzzle brake or a suppressor of your choice. For smaller calibers, a muzzle brake is certainly not going to be necessary. However, with mid-sized magnums and up, or if you plan on target shooting, you should absolutely have a muzzle brake. For the 6.5 calibers, some of the most effective brakes that I found are those from Patriot Valley Arms. One such example is the JetBlast muzzle brake, and they're compatible with various front openings, aka apertures, including 6mm, 6.5mm, 30 cals, and for 33 cals, including 338 Lapua Magnum. These brakes offer awesome recoil reduction and are super easy to install as they are self-locking and are optimized for precision rifles. If you're looking for a more streamlined brake that would be good for a hunting rifle and weighs less, then Patriot Valley Arms has their backcountry brake, which offers similar technology, however is smaller in size and weight. If you plan on using this with a suppressor, you can go with what I did and go with this brake. A JetBlast muzzle brake with a built-in suppressor mount for the rugged lineup of suppressors. As per the company, by pairing the brake with a suppressor, you can significantly reduce recoil even further. Best of all of these brakes can work by simply hand tightening them and do not require any tools to put them on or pull them off. Number 5, a scope base. Now, most rifles today will come with Picatinny rail, which will allow you to use your existing scope rings or cantilever mount of your choice. A flat rail will also help you mount a red dot or a prismatic sight if you wanted to, or even something like night vision. While the Predator models have a scope rail, many others do not. Fortunately, Mossberg sells flat rails on their website, and you'd be able to install it on your receiver. Furthermore, if you wanted to shoot out further, or you have a scope with limited range of internal elevation adjustment, you can purchase a canted rail from Evolution Gunworks, which offers a 20 MOA rail. Now that these upgrades are on, let's take a look at how they are at the range. The scope on this rifle is the brand new Element Optics Helix 6-24 front focal plane reticle rifle scope. It's a very well priced scope at under $500 and has quite good image quality and, more importantly, good tracking and awesome turrets. This scope is the baby brother to the bigger Element Optics Titan rifle scope, and you'll be able to find the videos for them linked above. count that, 2886. $29.26. $29.01. All right, so I'm going to do one more so we can discount the first group, the first round. Okay. 29.25, so the velocities are a wee bit over the map. I am done playing with this gun. I am so impressed with how this came out. The stock looks good, the AICS Bottom Metal is fantastic, the brake makes a huge difference. There is night and day difference between shooting this gun today and shooting it last time when it came in the black polymer stock. And just kind of like as I suspected, there is a lot of potential with this gun. So, is this an awesome hunting gun? Abso-frickin-lutely, this will be an awesome hunting gun. Whether you have it in a regular polymer stock, or you upgrade this for a couple $100 to this Boyd's @1 stock or a different stock of your choice. Adding a good muzzle brake is going to make a huge difference in livability with the gun. It does cut down a lot of recoil, and this is the Patriot Valley Arms brake, and there's going to be a link in the description. And I'll show you side-by-side comparison from last time to this side, and it's just as cold, if not colder, here today. There's no anticipating a lot of the recoil. It's just much, much, much more pleasant to shoot. So whether you're hunting or whether you are shooting this as a beginner entry-level gun, definitely have a good brake. The other worthwhile investment, and this is almost like a no-brainer, is going to be the trigger from Jard. It is beautiful. Beautiful trigger. Very easy to install. Just take out the action. Just one bolt, put the new trigger on. Self-contained unit. It's awesome. Trigger, nice, clean, single-stage trigger. Very little creep, if any, and it just breaks super cleanly. So even though the stock trigger is adjustable, there's still a little bit of a metallic creep to it. You don't have this with this. It's just nice, clean break, and you can even adjust it further. This one right here is about £1.50 pounds, which is terrific. Very worthwhile investment. And then honestly, just add a scope of your choice. So right now I'm testing with this gun the new Element Helix front focal plane, which has been actually quite good. We have it in the 20 MOA mount by Primary Arms, which seems to be holding it just fine because we have the stock base on here. The alternative is you can get a 20 MOA base from EGW, but the stock base is actually just fine, and you can just add a mount of your choice, and that's that. So, will I be shooting this gun more? Yes, abso-frickin-lutely. It looked like we were doing some load development here with it, so Reloader 26 works quite well. And even with factory ammo, we were able to, just by doing these upgrades, we were able to cut down the groups quite a bit. So once again, for hunting, it's going to be fine, but for target shooting, you can absolutely cut those groups down quite a bit. And the nice thing about the bottom metal that's in here, you have the act, because it goes in from the top, the action is sitting against metal, so you have metal-to-metal contact everywhere. Except on the bottom, the action screws, the head of the action screw still goes into the wood. So you can put new pillars in there. That is an alternative. That might tighten it up a little bit, but I want to say I'm not sure how much more it would actually do. That load development wouldn't. The only thing I needed to do with the stock was just, everything came fine. The only thing I need to do is take some sandpaper and open up the channel a little bit here. so that the barrel could be free floated, and it is. Otherwise, it's a great looking stock, nice and functional. We did upgrade the forearm to the wider one and change these grip panels to more upright ones as opposed to the hunting ones, and it works. Beautiful action, beautiful stock. Barrel is completely functional, and we'll have more with it. So that is 5 accessories and upgrades that you can get for your Mossberg Patriot rifle. Like I said, the Patriot is a great value of a rifle offering many features. The downside was that there is still a generally limited aftermarket. As we saw, however, limited does not mean non-existent, and we're able to get precisely what we need for this 6.5 PRC Predator. Follow me for further updates on this gun, and if you haven't seen the original video, please make sure to watch it, and that is linked above. If you want to learn more about this awesome 6.5 PRC precision rifle cartridge, go ahead and watch my playlist here. I appreciate you watching, and if you learned something new, please make sure to click the like button and share the video with your friends. Make sure you're subscribed and you have the notification bell on to receive up-to-date notifications on our latest videos, including the follow-ups to this firearm, our ongoing precision rifle series, and more. You don't want to miss what's coming up next. And if you enjoy this channel and you want to see more content and want to help keep it going, please join the Squad or YouTube channel membership. You'll have a direct say in what content is coming up, a direct line to me, some awesome swag, and discounts to a number of vendors, including a few featured in our videos. You can find more info by clicking on the join button down below. As always, I want to thank you for watching, keep on squatting, and I'll see you in the next video.